honestly, it almost seems as if they were like waiting for him, like kind of ambushing. Uh, I guess these people, because they all kind of came out of the alleyways and stuff.
All right. So,
All of them were on one side of the car.
yeah, hang on just a second. So let's back up here just a second. This is Dan
Yeah.
Dorfman with the District Attorney's Office, San Andreas. The day is it is Monday, September 24th at 05:34. I have a witness here that has witnessed a potential crime, about to make a statement. Sir, without giving your name, could you please tell me, first of all, the statement that you're making is, to the best of your ability, true, and that it is not being given under any type of duress? I'm trying to figure that out, Jam.
Yeah.
And I'm also trying to
So
figure out.
basically, what I saw was I was kind of riding my bicycle down there, close to.
Please be as
Um,
specific as you can.
yeah. Okay. I was riding my bike on Malona Street when I spotted a yellow convertible or a yellow like vehicle with the engine sticking out of it, kind of cruising down there. That was kind of involved with the shooting earlier that day. So
So
I
it attracted your
decided
attention because of a shooting that you witnessed or were part of.
shooting that I was a part of.
All
Um,
right, you were the victim of that shooting, correct?
yes, yes, they were not involved, at least to my knowledge. I don't think that they were involved with the shooting, but they were in the area. Um,
I have to sort through
so I did
this.
happen to recognize the car and the people inside,
Who
and
may
I
use this
decided,
file?
I'm just gonna see kind of where they're going. Um, I then witnessed them pull up kind of close to what is a lab down there. That it was kind of shown to me by Bosco on the ride along that I had with him.
Okay, is this
Um,
by like an apartment building that's there off of Melanoma Way?
it's gonna be yeah, it's like a garage down there, kind of closer to Bay City Avenue. I heard the garage is like a garage that you can, it's just kind of unlocked that people can just kind of go into. Uh, and there's definitely
Nobody
some
freak out, by
type
the
of
way.
like equipment
We'll talk about this
you should,
afterwards.
I guess I could say, for making certain types of drugs.
Is it on the
Uh,
southeast side of Melanoma, or is it between Melanoma and Goma?
it's gonna be Melano. It's gonna be a little avenue kind of between Melanoma and Bay City Avenue. If
Okay,
you
so
look
there's two of
there
them.
on the
Is it
map,
on
there's gonna
the
be.
is it the southernmost one or the northernmost one?
I'm actually not sure what you're saying.
So Melanoma Street, between Melanoma Street and Bay City Avenue, there are on the western, I'm sorry, on the eastern side of Magellan, there are two alleyways and a series of like townhouses or apartment buildings. On the on the beach side, that'd be the southwest side. There's also an alley that runs in between two series of one row of apartment buildings and another row of shops.
Yes, it's gonna be on that like
You didn't sleep
on
enough?
it's. I was on the beach side of that alleyway when I saw this car. They were going to be kind of in the middle, the alleyway that's in between
Okay, so they're
the.
talking about
I
here.
guess that's more of like a walkway in which I was on.
Okay.
And they were in the alleyway that was in between Bologna and Bay City. It kind of like splits right through those areas over there.
Okay.
Um, they were going to be in a garage. It's going to be on the southwestern side. That's where that particular spot is.
Okay.
So I instantly called in a 911 saying that I think someone's down here cooking something. Um, Upon, you know, going around to kind of get a better view, I now still on the beach side, uh, I come across um, what seemed to be four individuals, all wearing masks, heavily armed with. I saw two sawn-off shotguns, one MP5K, and one AKM or AK-47. It was dark. I actually couldn't really quite see it, uh, but it was definitely some kind of Kalashnikov styled weapon.
All right.
Um,
And as you said that you saw this yellow car. The yellow car. Who are you talking to on the radio?
I wasn't talking to anyone on the radio,
I mean, you're talking to somebody on the radio right now.
was I? I really shouldn't have been.
Who are you talking to, man?
Hey, if you need to search me, you can. I really wasn't talking to anyone.
Who is this guy?
I mean, you looked like you were talking to. Do you have a radio on you right now?
I have my phone.
Okay. All right.
I do have a radio.
All right.
There you go. I don't have any. I want to step over here.
I just wanted to know who you were talking to. I mean, you were. It was just odd. You caught me a little off guard. All right.
No, I promise you, I was not on the radio with anyone. Um. Yeah, no. If you look at your, I guess, at a map, which is what I was doing.
Yeah.
Kind of, I turned that corner and you could see these masked individuals, some T-shirts, bandanas, the kind of typical gangster stuff. They're one of the men with the sawn-off shotgun was pointing actually at the vehicle. There was one with the other one was kind of standing towards the back or kind of closer to the Bay City Avenue edge of where we were, along with one person underneath there's going to be like a porch.
Okay.
There's going to be like a porch thing that they were standing underneath. That would have had an MP5. They were going to be watching me when I pulled up, and then there's going to be one with an AK that was kind of in between me and the man with the sawn-off pointing towards the vehicle.
All right.
I believe three of them were males. One of them was female. The one with the MP5 was going to be a female individual.
What type of hair did you see that she had?
It was covered by the mask in which they were wearing.
Okay.
From what I could tell, they were going to be Caucasian just because of the color around their eyes. Where their glasses weren't quite covering the skin.
This doesn't make any sense.
I didn't really get a good look at anyone else besides that individual.
Okay.
The two people in the vehicle, I believe one of which was Hector, resembled a lot like him.
Did you see what did his hair look like?
Dreads, kind of like dreads. On the top, they kind of go down.
Okay.
He was wearing a yellow hoodie, kind of palish yellow.
Okay.
He was going to be the driver of the vehicle.
All right.
And the people in the vehicle did not have any guns drawn or anything. Honestly, they just looked to be kind of like the victims in this. So I kind of sat there, just kind of frozen in fear, wondering what was going to happen next. As these people were just kind of doing their thing and everything. And as soon as the lady underneath that porch area turned their back from me, I just took off. I booked it through the alleyway that was right there, over to Malona Street, and then all the way down to Legion Square.
Okay. Did they follow you at all?
Not that I saw. I didn't stop until I made sure that no one was watching me.
Hey,
and
Bill,
made sure
how you
that no
doing,
one
man?
was actually following me. I think that they kind of realized that I wasn't really a threat, or I lost them early on, and they just didn't realize.
Did you ever hear any of the conversation between the individuals and parties?
No, I was not close enough to hear what they were saying.
Okay. Um, anything that was distinguishing on the T-shirts that these the ones that had the guns? Anything distinguishing about that?
Well, they were wearing body armor. That was what was weird. That's what makes me kind of think it was an ambush, or like they were waiting for these people, because they were wearing body armor over like their shirts and stuff. All of them were wearing like a long sleeve that I could tell. I think one of them was wearing a hoodie, and I know one of them was wearing that jacket, which I had spoke of, the blue jacket. Uh, and they were all on the side, like all on one side of the vehicle too. It wasn't like they were.
717-8311.
They looked like they actually had come out of the alleyway and like stopped their car.
Okay. But they didn't have any. They didn't have any guns. Now, did they pull right up to this to the area where you say there's a, some allegedly some type of cooking spot or what have you?
They looked like they had
All right, Bill.
stopped
Thanks for coming
at
by,
there,
man.
and whenever I had like pulled up, I thought they went inside that area. That they were in there, and I was actually trying to go back around and see if I couldn't like leave the area and then kind of catch them as they were leaving. But then that's whenever I ran into this shit show.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you got to be you got to be wired pretty tightly right now.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so
I didn't have any guns pointed at me or anything. It was literally all the attention was pretty much focused on these individuals. I'm not even sure if they even really noticed I was there. They may have like saw me and just kind of passed off.
How far would you say that you were from the individuals that were in the car?
At any given point, or like when this happened?
When this happened.
Rough distance. There's a fire extinguisher where we're speaking. I was probably about I think the edge of their car was where that fire extinguisher was, and where I'm at right now.
Okay. And what about the woman that you said was pretty close to you? Where was she at?
She was kind of like about that distance, just off to. Well, no, she would have been more of like to kind of where the gray ends here in the center piece. Over there, just kind of standing by the door, or like standing by a, like I guess a building. That little like loft. I don't even know what the hell it's called. Like porch. There we go.
Now, did they just have their guns out, kind of in a ready position, or were they actually out pointed at the individuals in the vehicle?
Well, from what I gathered, or at least from what I saw, one of them was in fact pointing a gun inside the
That's
car.
my spot, bitch.
They were definitely showing like a sign of aggression, showing like this is the man with the sawn-off shotgun, or at least one of the men with the sawn-off shotgun that was closest to me. He was definitely pointing a gun inside there, and at some point
like
the lady also did this too when she turned her back on me, but that's whenever I left. I didn't see anyone else attempt to point a weapon at the vehicle that I noticed.
Okay. I agree, Levolution. What about the any accents, anything that you recognize or that you heard, even if you didn't hear the exact words? Any accents or anything?
I didn't hear anyone. I just got the only thing
Crucifixion,
that
how you
was
doing,
like
man?
super descriptive that I saw of someone was I saw Hector in that car, or someone who
Okay.
resembled a lot like Hector.
All right.
This is going to be the same exact vehicle that uh, Trooper Savage, Trooper Copper, and another trooper actually had pulled over after I was shot because they believed that they had shot me
Okay.
earlier today. It
Well, why
was
do
about.
why would they have shot you? What reason did they have? These guys allegedly.
Oh, I honestly don't think they did. If they did shoot me, the reason why would be probably because I give a lot of information to the police and I report it when I see it.
Right.
Um, that would be the reason there. However, Hector has like I've never seen Hector do anything illegal. I don't think he's ever had any reason to do anything to me.
I mean, he
So
seems to be having him over there in that area of town seems really highly unusual to me because he is at least my opinion of him is he's more concerned with what's going on around Jamestown apartments and on that side of the town than anything else.
Yeah, and that is very strange. And whenever I had identified the shooters, because one of them was
I don't think it's Grove,
in a
Whimsy.
in a faction vehicle, but I honestly believe that was just locals. Uh, but whenever I identified as a Vago, like it was a Vago who shot me, they instantly pulled over that car because it was yellow, and I guess they have some sort of affiliation.
Right.
Um, that's what else is kind of strange because I don't see Vagos down there. You don't see that kind of activity usually. But then again, you also can see on one of the walls, it actually does. I think it actually does say Vagos on there, like spray painted, graffitied on the wall.
Did you you didn't hear anybody do anything like this? Fucking
I did not see Tony Corleone down there. No.
Okay, all right. But a
No,
lady with,
I'd recognize that guy.
but you did say the lady had dark hair.
No, that I did not see this
You
lady's
did not
hair.
see
The
the
lady
lady's hair.
which
Okay, so it could have
not
been
this one,
blonde,
no.
could have been anything. We don't know.
it could have been anything. Although I am pretty sure that she was Caucasian, just because of what I saw around her eyes. Um, she definitely kind of, I don't know how valid that is to you guys, but I definitely saw some like white colored toned skin. It was either that or she was going to be like tan. But the lady in which you're speaking of is a lady who was down there selling yesterday. That lady had dark colored hair. Black.
Okay, so I mixed those two up. So that lady had dark color hair. Okay, completely independent, likely of this, but maybe not. You never
Possibly. I mean, it was in the same area. So, and the fact that I don't know, the fact that I saw her down there the other day, or last night, dealing, and all of a sudden this shit happens. I don't know. But I have no reason or any kind of collective things to put her involved with this, other than the fact that she was possibly selling something with brown baggies.
know. Okay. What are they? What do you think they're cooking down there? I mean, it's not weed.
Well,
Something is that coke or crack or meth?
I'm not a pharmacist. I have no idea, but it's either meth, crack, um, it's something. I just know that when I was
Bill.
with my ride along with Sergeant Bosco, we pulled up to that area to check out something, and I saw what looked like lab equipment. And he told me, he goes, just don't worry about that. And I was like, okay.
Hey, San, how you doing? Okay, all right. How many individuals were there with guns?
4 armed individuals.
4.
or visibly armed, I should say.
3 male, 1 female. Correct?
Correct. That is correct.
All
From what I was
Caucasian.
gathered.
One with a sawed-off shotgun.
I don't know. One was Caucasian for sure. I did not catch the skin tone of anyone else. Actually, you know what? The one with the shotgun closest to the vehicle, that one was a short-haired person that was a Caucasian.
Okay, when you say short hair, you mean
like
a tight haircut like myself? Or like a kind of tight haircut
a little,
with like a little bit on top, a patch on top?
It's a little bit less than yours. Like definitely a buzz cut though.
Okay. All right. Anything else that stood out to you? Like,
no, nothing at all.
All right.
Besides that moped that was down there, it's just a little weird that, there's calls about a moped in that area, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking moped right next to that.
Yeah. What color was the moped, by the way?
I think it was a darker colored moped, but I mean, in all honesty, I saw it as I was running, and after I'd already had my heart rate accelerate.
Yeah.
So it could have been.
Could have been
anything.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, go ahead and grab your stuff.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording now.